Here we have the ingredients that are required to prepare our pantuas. First of all, the sugar, mawa and paneer or chena. I am using chena. These two have to be of very good quality, made from cow milk and unhomogenized milk. Some of our maida, few strands of saffron, pistachio, baking powder, cardamom and rose water. So let's start preparing it. So at the first, we'll take our chena and give it a knead, and also take our mawa and give it a knead and bring in our chena. So I'm going to bring in the chena. So you can see this chena is a bit moist and nice. So just give it a knead for about a minute or so. So our chena is kneaded well for about a minute. Just I rubbed it like this. No need to knead like our rasgulla or rasmalai dough. So let's keep this aside for a minute and bring in our mawa here. So give it a knead. So this is pretty nice and smooth now. So let's bring in our chena. You can see this is as soft as hell. So we're going to mix both of these and combine and knead or rub smoothly for about a minute or so until these both get combined nicely. Let's add other ingredients to it and complete this up. So first of all, let's add the maida to it. Don't add too much maida, just about a tablespoon or less, little bit more, not too much. This will make them chewy if you add more. For this much quantity, I'm going to just give it a touch of baking powder. You can see I have taken this much of baking powder only, and I'm going to just knead it like that. No need to add more baking powder. So now let's combine this maida into it, and as this dough is completely soft, we don't need to add any milk or water to it to make it even more softer. So I have kneaded it well for about a minute or so, and this is perfect looking. I'm going to transfer this to a bowl. Let it rest for about 10 minutes. Till then, let's prepare our sugar syrup. Here I have a vessel in which I have added about 1.5 cups of water, and I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sugar to it. So now we are going to wait until the sugar melts. Sometimes you get crystal clear sugar and sometimes you get dirty sugar. So this time around I've got little dirty sugar. For that I'm going to clean this sugar up with some milk. I'm going to dump in some milk. No need to measure, just at about 3 to 4 tablespoons approximately. Give it a stir. Now after that I'm going to keep the flame to simmer up and wait until this bubbles up vigorously. So this is bubbling right now, and you can see the dirt is out of it and it has come to the top. That is why we add the milk to it. That will help removing the dirt. So being careful, try to remove all the dirt out from it into a bowl. To keep the process of removing the dirt even simpler, you may use a strainer like this and remove the dirt. Let's test the sugar syrup whether it's done or not. Here I have a bowl filled with cold water, stainless steel bowl, because we can see the step carefully and nicely. I'm going to drop some syrup to it. If you see it carefully, it's going to the bottom and then it's mixing with the water. That is the consistency that we are after, not a single thread consistency or two. And if you test by fingers, it is a sticky consistency. I mean, the syrup will stick to your fingers a little bit. So our sugar syrup is basically ready. I have strained it as the dirt was not coming up easily. So I'm going to add some cardamom to it. This is crushed cardamom. Now I'm going to add a few strands of saffron to it. Our rose water. So now I'm going to leave it aside and we're going to prepare our pantuas now. So here our mix of chena and our mawa is resting for about 10 minutes or so, and we have prepared our sugar syrup also. Now let's prepare our pantua balls from it. It's up to you how much big or how much smaller or what shape you want to prepare. I'm going to prepare round shapes and about 22 grams each. That is the perfect size for me at least. So let me remove this up. This is very soft and very nice. It's not like a bread dough which spreads. This is very nice and like a short crust dough, perfect for it. So this is around 130 grams. I'm going to prepare 6 of them with this. So let's prepare the stuffing for these. Here I have crushed 2 cardamoms, lightly crushed. I'm going to add some pistachios. If you want to blanch the pistachios, you may do. I'm feeling lazy, so I didn't blanch. And I'm going to add a few strands of saffron to it. Even if you want to use sugar crystals, you may use, and our basic stuffing is ready. So I've made about 6 balls out of it, 22 grams each to be precise. We're going to take one ball, roll it in between our palms and make a flat ball out of it. Now you can see it's flat and nice. I'm going to bring in our stuffing and take a bit of stuffing. Make sure you take all of three if you can, or if you want to take all 3 in different bowls and then add each of it, you may do like that also. Cover this up. So now roll it until it's a very nice, smooth and good ball. So you can see this is somewhat ready. Sometimes they get these small cracks. So what you have to do there is give it a small pinch. Small, don't give too big pinch. And then roll it for another 10 to 20 seconds, and then we are going to fry these. Here I have some ghee heating up at very low flame, and the ghee is just warm enough for me to add the pantuas to it. So make sure the ghee is only warm and not hot. I have already prepared one pantua. I had tried whether it's good or not. It's perfectly fine. Our pantua is prepared very nice. Let me add about 3 to 4 of pantua balls in this much ghee, and then lightly move the oil or ghee. I am using ghee for better flavor and better taste. So now you can see they have got a very nice golden color on all the sides and a little extra color from the top and the bottom. But if you continue to stir like this vigorously, continuously, that color will be all even, I guarantee. And at this moment, if your sugar syrup is not warm enough or even not hot, we need a sugar syrup that is warm. So warm up your sugar syrup as I have done also. You can see now they have got a very nice beautiful golden color in them, and it's a dark golden color at the moment. So we want a brownish color in them. So now you can see we have got a very nice golden color in them, and it's perfect for our pantua. I'm going to add the pantua into our sugar syrup. You can see our sugar syrup. I'm going to add directly to it. So I've added these to it, and it's looking perfect and nice. I'm going to keep this aside and fry my rest of 2 pantuas. Here you can see that I have added all my pantuas to it, and we're going to let this rest in this warm sugar syrup for about 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours, because that will make them sweet from inside, juicy, and just vanish in the mouth, just like our dahi ballas. And just a wait of 3 to 4 hours and they'll be ready. So our pantuas are ready after soaking them for about 4 hours. Let's heat them up and serve. Here I have a kadai heating up in low flame. Let's add the syrup and the pantuas to it. So heat it until it boils and they get super soft. You may also microwave this for about a minute and it will be fine. And you can even see its softness here. If I press like this, it's again coming to its shape, so it's perfectly good and fine. Now let's serve this. Let me show you the softness and the texture of this from the inside. So you can see once you press from a spoon, it breaks easily, and you can see from the texture from the insides. Let me bring this up. Very delicate. You can see it's looking lovely, isn't it? So our pantuas are ready. Serve it warm. You may also decorate it with a silver leaf. I have decorated it with some our almonds and pistachios and saffron.